Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Michael from Hollow Thrills back in another video, and tonight we are on day 2, or night 2 rather, of our little Pennsylvania trip here. And tonight we are up here at one of my personal favorite haunts. And of course I had to include this on our little tour here back up in PA, and that is Reaper's Revenge here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So once again, huge shout out to Reaper's Revenge for inviting me out here, allowing me to film stuff here. I'm not actually allowed to film in the attractions because they have very, very strict filming policies, but I will at least be able to take the camera with me and in between attractions kind of give you guys a review of things, because there is a ton of things that have changed specifically here. I know specifically in Sector 13 that has had the most changes since the last time we were here a couple years ago, but I'm super excited to check out this event again. But if you guys are excited, please make sure that you are subscribed and have the bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. And also make sure to follow both Instagram and Twitter. The links are down in the description below. But let's head into the main kind of Midway and get our tickets for tonight. All right, so we have made it into the Midway. We got our tickets. Huge shout out once again, like I said, to Reaper's Revenge, hooking us up with the VIP. Love them for that. Todd, Amy, you guys are the goats. But anyways, we are here in the Midway. We're checking out some stuff. They have a whole bunch of new projection stuff going on, food-wise. I see a couple food options, and then of course we have the merchandise to check out. And I feel like we should just check out the merch first. That should be our first stop here. So here is the merch area that they have going on here this year. Once again, tons of long sleeve shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies. They normally do a pretty good job making sure that if you are not warm enough here, because it does get pretty cold up on the mountain, if you're not warm enough here, that you can definitely get some stuff that'll keep you warm. And then, like I said, most of these have just the normal like Reaper's Revenge logo front and back, and sometimes they'll have stuff down the arms. They do a really good job. I love their kind of logo that they have for this attraction. And then here's their 2 different variations of beanies. I'm kind of more preferring this one than the other one, but they're both the same thing, just one has a little pop of color on it. And then of course they have the magnets as they had previously. I have one of those already, and they have all of their different shot glasses and different lighters. There's those magnets I was talking about. I already have that one in particular. Koozies, bunch of different things. Yeah, like I said, I just love the options of merchandise that they have here. And there are many awards that they have gotten here. We love HH365. Those are the man. That's the man right there. Oh, and then here's some merch for their actual their new attraction here. This is their daytime thing that they have. It's a family fun hayride. It goes through the grounds during the daytime. Little Grims. It's a really cool idea that they have going on here. But that is pretty much it though for the merch that they have going on this year. But let's head back into the Midway and check out the rest of the stuff. As always, they still have this awesome photo op going on here. Normally, I remember it being lit up a bit more, but I'm not quite sure what's going on with the lighting situation. It is pretty dark over here. But let's check out the rest of the Midway. Of course, we have, as always, that bonfire. Love that bonfire because, once again, it gets cold up here, so that thing really, really works well. And yeah, I love the new projection thing. I know when we were here the other year that they were just like building that, and it looks like it is done and it looks amazing. I love that. It kind of adds another level to this Midway here. But let's check out the other kind of photo ops and food options they have here. So you have some different food options up there. I'm not sure if you can see it. I have my other lens on tonight. But we have hot chocolate, coffee, water, French vanilla cappuccinos, hot apple cider. This is normally on that side, it's just all of the like hot and cold beverages. And then we have s'mores, funnel cakes, deep fried Oreos, deep fried cookie dough. Ooh, deep fried cheesecake. That is a lot of different options, but they all sound delicious. And I came hungry tonight, so we might actually be getting some of this stuff tonight. But there is another area over to our right that we can check out the other stuff here. And here is the menu at the other options. They have cheese steaks. There's some grill favorites, of course, cheeseburger, hot dog, chili cheese dog. Let's see, bottled soda. Here's some hot chocolate as well over here. Chicken tenders, cheesesteak fries. Ooh, poutine, delicious. And then, of course, they have regular French fries over here as well. And it's 100% peanut oil in case you want to know that for any sort of dietary restrictions. And if that wasn't enough, we have the pizza parlor over here as one more food option. And they have by the slice, they have soft pretzels with cheese, they have chicken noodle soup, mozzarella sticks, nachos, a bunch of different options, and once again, all sounding absolutely delicious. And they have the hearse back up and running again here for another photo op. And ooh, they have the readings back over here and some more kind of vendor stuff over here. And this photo op is back again for another year. I love this photo op, but it does look like I don't know, they might have it blocked off or something there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there with that curtain, but awesome. And oh, and here's tarot readings over here as well. Here's a new photo op that they have for this year, and this one looks specifically like it's for the new Lil Grimm's Family Fun Hayride. But I love this. It's a much nicer kind of group photo op, but it's really cool. All right, we have checked out the Midway here, and now we're gonna get some food, and then we're gonna get in line for our actual experience. I'm trying to decide what I want though. We'll have to figure it out. All right, so we have the poutine and the cheesesteak, both which look delicious. I mean, I'm super excited for both of these. I'm a big fan of poutine, and the cheesesteaks look, like I said, looks great. So we'll have to let you know how they are after we're done eating. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it. That is a very large order, and only for $12. That's not bad. I did it. I ate it all. I want to blow up. I want to throw up. I want to die. But we at least have a little bit of time when we get in line where we can kind of try to let it settle a little bit before we have to get on the actual attraction. But I think I'm going to try to get a couple videos of some scare actors that I've seen walking around a little bit. And then, like I said, we'll get in line and start our experience here tonight. Oh, we found ourselves a really cool guy here. He looks awesome. Hi, how are you? Those are super cool. Oh, you checking yourself out? Yeah, you look beautiful, darling. Hello. There are just a couple people walking around here and entertaining people in line. Up our buddies back over there. They have a couple scare actors, not as much as normal, but still, it's a decent amount. All right, so we walked around a bit, took some pictures of some scare actors, checked out all the scare actors that I can at least see that are out here in the Midway, and now we're gonna go ahead and get in line. We have the VIP passes, so we're gonna head in and get in the VIP line for the Hayride, because it looks like it is starting to get a bit crowded here. So we have gone through the first half of the Hayride, and then we just did Lost Carnival and Delirium, and we're just waiting in line to get back on the Hayride. But there was a one new scene and then a couple things added for the Hayride. The actual scenes that were new to the Hayride, they got rid of the ring section, and then they also added like a whole like demonic kind of themed thing. But I mean, for the most part, everything's kind of been similar, but it's very low staffed. That's the only thing I will say. The staffing is very, very low tonight, at least. But I mean, I love the Lost Carnival, I love Delirium, and this Hayride still has some really great effects. So regardless, it's still pretty fun. But we're gonna head back onto the Hayride, and then we'll be heading into Pitch Black and the other thing next. So we just got done the last couple sections of the Hayride, and we're here with some scare actors before we head into Pitch Black. And we have Pitch Black and Sector 13 left. The last few scenes of the Hayride, it was the same issue. Low staffing. They did get the last scene of the Hayride. They did redo it, but it's not fantastic. I feel like the audio doesn't really fit it, and there was only one scare actor in there. I don't know. The Hayride has definitely taken a step down for me, but I mean, everything else has been pretty decent so far. But like I said, we have Pitch Black and Sector 13 left. And over there is the actual facade for the new attraction. Unfortunately, like I said, it isn't open this year. They had to cancel getting it open for this year, but hopefully it'll be ready for next year, but looks super awesome. All right, so we just got out of Pitch Black, and that to me is still one of the most like uneasy, unnerving attractions that I've ever been through. it is just very kind of just the entire time you're like, oh, and like you feel things bumping into you, you feel things kind of touching up against you, you feel people like grabbing your head and grabbing you and pulling you. It is a very unnerving attraction. They did change the first couple of rooms. So the first room used to be like kind of like an insect area, but they have since changed that. It kind of looks like almost like a waiting room almost, which is kind of cool. I kind of like the theming of that. And then they also changed the elevator section. You no longer wait in an elevator. It's just kind of like a shaking room, and then you just go through, which to me is kind of like, it allows the throughput to be higher, but I still kind of like the theming of that, although it didn't really make sense, but it was still, I mean, this attraction is still very, very, very terrifying, at least for me, because you're just wandering in pitch darkness for like 3, 4, 5 minutes, and it's just extremely loud. But anyways, we have one more attraction left, and that's Sector 13 behind me, and I'll kind of show what that looks like, because there is a lot of changes with it. So from what I've been told, they did a ton of work the last couple of years on it, where they have ripped out basically everything and completely redone it. So I'm excited, but let's just take a look at that facade real quick, because it looks a lot different as well. All right, so we are back in the Midway after getting out of Sector 13, and there were definitely some new sections to it. The first little part was definitely new. With it had like almost like a cryogenic freezer chamber. It looks like they replaced the kind of like the operating table section with that. It's very interesting. I really did enjoy the operating table section though when they had it, just because it was like you could get put on the operating table and they would like literally operate on you. It was kind of cool. I like that section. And it also looks like they removed the kind of like group separating feature to it, which, I mean, it's kind of a bummer because I liked that aspect to Sector 13. Other than that, there wasn't really much that I could tell different. I think the last like 2 scenes maybe were a little bit different with the puppets and everything. But for the most part, it honestly seemed relatively the same when I was here a couple years ago. Honestly, there were like ever so slight changes to a couple of scenes throughout everything, but overall it seemed very similar event-wise. And I don't know if I had rose-colored glasses the last time I was here, but it just seems a bit. Tonight seemed a bit off. There didn't seem like there was a lot of scare actors here. The staffing felt very, very short, and especially after being at Valley of Fear last night, which I felt was very well staffed. This one kind of felt a bit off, which, to be honest, for the haunt that I think was one of my favorite ones from being up here when I was up here for 2 years, I feel kind of disappointed, to be honest. It's still a great show regardless, and everything is very good between the 4 trails and the Hayride, and I'm excited for the new one to open, but I don't know, something just felt off, and I worry that when that new attraction opens, that they're also not going to have the staffing for it. Or if they do put staffing in it, that it's going to take away from everything else. So we'll have to see. But as of right now, I probably rank Valley of Fear above this for this year, which is a shame to me because, like I said, I love this attraction. But that is going to wrap it up here for us here at Reaper's Revenge. If you guys did enjoy our little review here and our on-site kind of walkthroughs, please make sure you drop a like and also comment down below. Have you come out to Reaper's Revenge at all? I'd like to know if your opinions on it are the same as mine this year, or if they're a little bit different. Like I said, I'd like to know down in the comments below. But as always, I'm Mike from ArthurItis, giving you the all clear, and all clear means you're out of here. See you guys next time.